Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Come in, sit down and get warm. I'm just catching up with some old friends. Boy, 2013 was sure quite a year, with so many exciting stories in the South China Morning Post. Triumphant stories and tragic stories, heartwarming stories and spine-tingling stories, plus a few stories that were, shall we say, surreal, like this one from March. Seems more at home in the Bible than a newspaper. Remember when the rivers of southern China ran pink with the bodies of dead pigs? How more than 16,000 pig carcasses ended up in the Huangping River is still a mystery. Pig farmers claim the animals fell into the river and drowned in a tragic farmland accident. Their claims are given credence by the fact that smog has decreased visibility in China to an average of 2 feet. Smog blind swine aside, the Chinese media was quick to point out last week that smog had many unexpected benefits, including inspiring national unity, hiding Chinese cities from the prying eyes of foreign enemies, and especially improving Chinese people's sense of humor. Netizens were quick to show off their smog-honed wits when they took to social media to roundly mock the government. Their actions were sure to upset Hong Kong's favorite son and kung fu legend Jackie Chan, who, in a mainland television appearance, said that the Chinese should be careful not to criticize their country where foreigners could hear. I think that was the same interview wherein a boon to Nigeria's struggling tourism industry, freedom-hating sellout Jackie Chan said that the United States of America was the most corrupt country in the world, and that China was not a corrupt country. One uppity Chinese person who disagreed with him and dared to criticize the motherland publicly was Chinese President Xi Jinping. He chose this year to launch a nationwide anti-corruption crackdown. At first, Hong Kongers embraced the news, but soon the crackdown started to affect our economy. Our Louis Vuitton stores stood empty, our shark populations rebounded, and our prostitutes went back to school. Hold on a second. Jackie Chan's drunken ranting reminded me of something. I think there was a little story this year about America behaving badly. Just a small piece that went mostly under the radar. I think it was reported by Lana Lam. I could ask her about it. I'm here with Lana Lam, the intrepid reporter from the South China Morning Post who broke the Snowden story to the world. Lana, how did Snowden first get in touch with you?
I can't really talk about that.
When he did get in touch with you, where did you finally meet with him?
I can't really go into those sort of details, yeah.
I see. Well, when you did meet with him, what did he say to you?
Have you read the stories that we've done? It's pretty much all in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the story.
Yes.
Well, maybe you can tell us a little bit more what he was like personally.
No, like I said before, those aren't really details I'm going to go into.
Well, can you respond to these allegations that your coverage of Snowden was actually a personal vendetta against the freedom-loving people of the world?
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to weigh into something like that.
But have you ever felt like your life was in danger from maybe an American government agent?
No, what an odd question. No.
Let's change tracks a little bit. What was Snowden's first name?
Are you joking? Have you read the stories? That information is out there.
Fascinating. While Snowden, an accused spy and traitor, was welcomed with open arms by Hong Kong, the same cannot be said for the 35 million law-abiding tourists from the mainland who eagerly visited our shores last year. Again, this year's papers abound with articles and editorials expressing Hong Kong's antipathy towards our neighbor to the north. Our grievances are clear, and to the Chinese, Hong Kong speaks with one voice. Take our trash, provide us with power and water, keep our economy afloat, but don't you dare speak or eat publicly when you visit. In this kind of climate, it is more important than ever to show how we in Hong Kong used to live just a few short decades ago. It is part of our unique charm that the same people nostalgic for the days when they could live cramped and lawless, overcrowded tenement blocks without basic public services or sanitation quiver in fear at the thought of spending an evening in Shenzhen. It seems that if China can't have Hong Kong, then they will take everywhere else. Citing an ancient prophecy from a Song dynasty mystic, China again expanded the bounds of its sovereignty. The tarot claims of China now stretch from New Delhi to Honolulu. This year was also the year of the public protest. In another well-publicized, embarrassing, and incoherent outburst from the blotchy-faced, treacherous scourge of democracy, Jackie Chan, he said that Hong Kongers should not protest so much and should stay at home. Giddily ignoring their fallen idol, tens of thousands took to the street to protest in favor of free speech, freedom of the press, universal suffrage, and the dignity of their common man. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, they were protesting for free television access.
All of us are here today trying to show everybody that this is not only HKTV's problem, it's not only singers' problem, it's also a problem for everyone in Hong Kong right now, and it's our future's problem.
Now to the most important story of the year. In an example of the kind of fearless, intrepid journalism that garners Pulitzer Prizes, the South China Morning Post sent their paranormal correspondent and noted international sex symbol to face almost certain death and get the stories that count. We're here at Luk Kang, the last bit of civilization before Plover Cove National Park. Somewhere 4 hours in that direction is Solo Poon, Hong Kong's most infamous abandoned ghost village. That's where we're headed tonight. Hopefully see something weird. I think it is blood. Oh no, cement. We're about an hour and a half into our hike and we found evidence of a massacre. A clam massacre. A clamassacre. Maybe it's the spirits of these hundreds of thousands of innocent clams that haunts these hills. 48 Hours investigates. What, leaving so soon? We're just getting started. There are still so many exciting stories from the South China Morning Post. Well, more for next year, I guess. So from everyone here at the South China Morning Post to you and yours, have a happy new year. Okay, let's change tracks here a little bit. What was Snowden's last name?
Sorry.
I see what I did there.
Okay.
An example of the kind of news stories that garner Pulitzer Prizes, the South China Morning Post sent their fearless, intrepid, I was going to call it pharmaceutical reporter, god damn it, and now my cigarette's out, sorry.